Next message, and it says, I have dated this lady for 4 years and I really love her and want to make her my wife. The issue is she has an ex-boyfriend whom she still keeps in touch with and always tells me she can't ignore him because they aren't at loggerheads. This ex has expressed interest in marrying her and even gone ahead to make his intentions known to her uncles. Whenever I bring up the idea about us getting married, she doesn't say anything concrete. Another problem is that both she and her ex are Muslims. I am a Christian. I'm really scared and disturbed about this whole issue. What should I do?
Wow.
Livy, coming for you.
Hi. Okay. Like I always say, if the person you're in a relationship with feels that their ex is much important than you are, then I don't think it's a relationship you should be in. You should allow your partner to go and be happy with their ex, because I mean, for how long are you going to be, I mean, you raised the issue concerning marriage with her. She doesn't say anything. You know all these details about her ex. It means that her ex has come up numerous times for you to even find out the fact that he's Muslim, and she's made you, she's being smart. Okay, she's playing you conveniently and big time. Clearly, the ex didn't marry her because of X, Y, and Z. And you hopped in. She didn't close that relationship. And she's like, well, she still loves her ex. She doesn't really love you, but you're here and you're available and you're really into her. But what she really wants is her ex. So she really likes her exes. Maybe, you never know, she really loves her ex's sex. Maybe you don't even play, you don't even do a good job. I'm just saying that. Sorry, I'm maybe compounding your problem, but it is what it is. Okay, the ex, she's busy chatting her ex. So if she's busy chatting her ex, at which point in time are you going to be busy chatting her up to even be able to get to know her a bit more? Going back to what we initially said about one of the foundations or most important foundations of every relationship being effective communication, back and forth, not one way. So she's investing her time, her energy, her resources, her credit into calling Mr. X. And she has gone to the extent of telling you that Mr. X has even decided to marry her. So, you see, I know it's heartbreaking. I know that sometimes we as sisters, when we sit here, it's like, hey, but my dear, love me. You are supposed to give it, and the person will give it to you willingly, okay, free of charge, deservingly. Clearly, this girl she's using you. Should something go wrong here with her ex, who also shares the same religion as she does, she will come to you. Until then, as far as she's concerned, everything is going according to plan and schedule. She didn't give you a yes or no when you decided you wanted to marry her. For me, I'm a little son sitting here. The fact that she can't tell me yes or no when I've decided to marry her is a red flag. That means she doesn't know what she wants. She hasn't hidden her communication with her ex from you. You know so much about this ex. I'm sure she probably knows so much about this ex more than she does you. Clearly, you just came along the line. So she's making do with you. And no one wants to feel like that. Love should not be like this. Maybe you don't know. Maybe you think you love her so much and you can't get over her. But she should want you the same way. She should respect you the same way. She should respect your feelings enough to stop all communication with the ex because you are the current person she's in a relationship with. There's a reason why they're called exes. So technically, however you want to look at it, my dear, you are the ex and her ex is the guy who happens to be the reigning champion in the relationship. And you don't want that. For me, I will pick my bag and I will call it a day, because the girl does not really want to be with you. You have religious hurdles, not religious, you have this whole Christian and Muslim, battles to face, because the guy shares the same sentiments as she does, the guy shares the same goals, the same religion as she does, beliefs as she does, and clearly you're not. Can you imagine her having to go and convince her father, who is Muslim, that she's going to be marrying a Christian guy? Masa, you are not in a relationship. Why? Okay. Take your heart, what is left of your heart, treasure it, and get out of the relationship and find somebody who loves you for you. All right. When you find somebody who loves you for you, they love you for you, and they don't treat you like that.
True that.
Okay.
All right, Livy. Let me come in studio. Gail, what do you think?
Okay, you see, I'm just wondering how this so-called ex that he still has access to your family. How is he able to go to your uncles, first of all, for them to even listen to him, and then for him to say he wants to marry you? So the question is, why, if you say you broke up with him, what exactly happened? And how come, aside that, he's still, connecting with your family? When
Maybe
it comes
he had a
to
good
family,
relationship with them.
So then in that case, the guy should be worried. He should be worried.
This guy in the current relationship,
guy, because this guy still has access. Yeah, maybe they broke up because of maybe something the guy did, but still, the relationship, you see, when family accepts your partner and stuff like that, it's a bit some way, because in Africa, family is very, very important. Right. So as long as they listen to you and you're able to tell them you want to marry the lady, it's like the guy knows the family, still likes him. So this guy should be worried. And then secondly, this guy we're talking about, you're talking about 4 years. Sometimes people are so worried about the fact that, I've been with somebody for that long, so the next thing is to get married. But if you have all these things that you're carrying on your head about this guy in the background for all these years, you said you brought up the marriage thing, she didn't say anything. Right. So for me, I think you've been dating yourself all this while. And then you are right to worry about the religion thing, because for me, I know that when it comes to the Muslim thing, they stick to their own power. Right. I'm telling you. Yeah. You need to find out why, even if she claims he's his ex, he's her ex, why are they still connected? And no matter what, she still, entertains the guy. You have to be worried about that, So I'm thinking that, as Olivia said, if I were you, pack your bags if you have any. Just pack them. Just just let her be. Yeah. Let her be. Right. Yeah.
Rosie, you have the final word.
Well, quickly, I just think that they were dating, and the man was probably not doing Maria quickly. And she was getting frustrated, and then she decided to move on. But she was somebody that the family really liked. So the family welcomed him like, our husband. They'll speak their own language. They have their own things going on. But because he wasn't doing the needful, the lady decided to move on to somebody else. So once the ex, but the love connection was still there. So yours was just an extra time affair to see whether, if all else fails, then you are the McCoy. Look, I keep saying here all the time, once you're in a relationship, your ex should be an entity as far as your relationship is concerned. The moment you choose your ex, communication with your ex, dealings with your ex about your current relationship, it means you don't respect that current relationship. There are relations where they do away with their exes, but it has to be both partners need to be comfortable with it. Simple. 2, this Christian Muslim thing, people have done it and have succeeded, but it is a difficult terrain. Yeah. So if you are going to go into that terrain, you need to make sure that both of you are 100% in. You cannot attempt that terrain where the lady is 85% somewhere and is only doing 15% with you. You cannot succeed. 3, 4 years is better than 10 years. You've done 4 years, yes. It's a bit difficult, yes. It's better than 10 years. So my dear, that is not your relationship. That is not your battle to fight. I think that walk out, find a woman who loves you, wants to be with you. The family would accept you. You yourself, you'll be happy, and then move on. But this one, there is not a relationship. She's using you small till she gets married. That's all I have to say.
Right. Thank you so much for watching Sister Sister on your favorite City TV. Now, don't forget, if you want some more exciting content, you can always subscribe to our YouTube channel. We call it the City Tube. And don't forget to click on the bell to receive notifications for fresh updates.
Sister Sister, every Friday at 9 p.m. only on City TV.